November 4, 2025, Kentucky, USA, a United Parcel airline of Comac MD-11 continued to take off after the lighter caught fire. It crashed into the vicinity. Search and rescue operations are still ongoing. In the video taken by the ground staff, you can see it. The plane towed a long hood as it took off. This shows that the plane caught fire as it was taxiing on the ground, but still kept taking off. Then it crashed almost immediately from the screen, and it did take off. But the position of the left wing blind flame appears. That's where the engine is. According to the report, the plane crashed into a building after losing control. That would be the moment the plane hit. The altitude of the aircraft is extremely low, plus insufficient thrust. Pilots have little chance of advancement. Due to this lighter, loaded for a long-haul cruise to Honolulu, there were at least 75 tons of fuel on board. The damage caused by the crash was severe. The crash site was not a densely populated area. From the aerial video, like a metal recycling yard, a huge pile of used car and truck chassis. Although it is not a residential area, it is a multi-story building on fire. But there could still be casualties on the ground. According to information released by the governor of Kentucky, so far 3 people have been confirmed dead. Another 11 people were injured. Casualties could rise. Another video from the truck's dashcam. The moment the plane crashed, the plane flew over the screen and randomly crashed to the ground. The scene of the explosion is extremely terrifying, as can be seen from the photos of the wreckage. It hits the ground with its tail and wings. Right engine appears to be intact. No flames or smoke. May still be working. And the tail engine and the left engine was obviously damaged and caught fire. There is also a surveillance video showing the nose of the plane was raised to high after takeoff. Random crash. It is said that there is an engine attached to the runway. Recently found. You can see it. The fan blade section of the engine is missing. This could mean that something happened inside the engine. Maybe some kind of non-inclusive failure. That's what's inside the engine. Fragments such as a turbine or compressor fly out of the engine housing, piercing the body or fragrance. This caused this huge fireball. It is also possible that a foreign object was sucked into the engine. At this stage, anything's possible. To see the final trajectory of this plane, the plane ran from 17 to take off again. The entire length of the runway was used. From the data of the automatic dependent surveillance broadcast system, the highest recorded low speed was 180 knots. Slide from start to crash. The stop time is only 1 minute and 06 seconds. In other words, the accident happened extremely quickly. You can see it. The crash site of the plane is in the flying metal field. Speculation after takeoff. The plane hit a building as soon as it left the ground, due to engine failure or fire. Cause insufficient thrust. Insufficient productivity. The plane may have suffered additional damage, eventually lost flight control. In theory, the MD-11 can operate with 2 engines. Keep climbing. It's certified. Therefore, a single-shot failure is not fatal. But this time the situation is obviously more serious. There's another one from the truck. Driving recorder video. It shows that the plane looks up at a very large angle. There is a violent fire on the left fuselage. Looks like the engine has completely come off. It is highly likely to explode during takeoff. According to Flight Radar 24, this Mount 11 with registration number into 59UP, tased from September 3rd to October 18th, described the maintenance performed during that time, and now it's early November. That is to say, the maintenance has just been completed. After maintenance, the aircraft also performed several flights. Everything seems to be fine. But now it seems that the engine may be at risk. Another image from the scene shows the engine fairing is scattered near the runway. If the engine is lying on the ground with the body separated from the fairing, that's almost certain. There was a non-inclusive engine explosion, or engine structural damage and shedding. You can also see from the picture, the runway light was destroyed by debris. These lights are usually installed on the edge of the runway, about 1,000 feet from the end of the runway. Can be speculated the engine exploded shortly after takeoff speed. That is, the pilot can't stop. The one that took off. At this point, they can only continue to take off and try to return. But the debris may have penetrated the fuel tank, even destroyed the flight system. So it's almost certain The engine exploded and fell off, causing serious damage. Start of fire, thrust loss and aircraft loss of control. The final investigation results still await the official announcement.